Hey YouTube fan, it's your girl Crystal. Honestly, I'm so glad to have you all back for another video. Y'all, so unfortunately, there's a little bit of background music happening because my sister's living her best life. She lives that way right outside of my window. So if you hear a little bit of music, I'm sorry. Definitely not trying to have all that going on, but you can't control what happens outside of your element, so enjoy the video. First of all, I just want to say thank you to my subbies. Like, I'm so excited, guys. I never thought anybody would ever subscribe to me, so I was always in my head saying nobody ever, and that's what discouraged me. So I'm extremely grateful, and if you're not subscribed, I'ma wait. Thank you, and don't forget to hit that dingy bell so that you'll know the next time I post. And guys, honestly, I've been so excited about this. I didn't even want to wait for the schedule. I just wanted to start posting, so I might just do that throughout the week because listen, this YouTube thing is lit already, okay? So anyways, let's get to the subject at hand, shall we? You see this title and you're like, Crystal, have toxic family? Yes. I think to some degree we all have some toxic family members that we aren't too happy about in our lives, and I'm just here to give you a little bit of my experience and to have you avoid what you don't have to deal with, especially when you become an adult, because I don't know who's watching me. I don't know what ages are watching me yet, but down the line, if you are younger and you can't avoid these people, at least you know you toxic, cuz ain't nobody got the time. So, very short story. As I said in my previous video, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm a loner to a degree, but I'm sorry, y'all. I have allergies. I'm in the South, okay? Weather is weird. Anyways, so I'm a loner, but I like to have a good time when I'm around, especially my family. I love my family. I'm a family-oriented person. And unfortunately, I have some characters in my family who were drawn to me at some point, but no longer, because I'll get to it. But every time I would come around, it was always a good time, right? We were laughing, drinking, having a good time, always, because we were always cracking jokes, roasting each other, whatever, what have you. And when circumstances for me got bad and I finally said, I'm just gonna cash this coupon in and see if my family's gonna help me, everything went to hell. Okay, let's get into it. Shout team. I had some issues, and I remember my cousins telling me, Crystal, we love you, and you never have any issues or drama. You're always good to us. You're always there. You'll never have any problems with people. You can come live with us if you want to. And at the time, I had somewhere to live, so I was just like, I'm good. I'm straight. And then I took them up on their offer. So when I took them up on their offer, things were good in the beginning. It used to be, hey, Crystal, you want to come out? Hey, Crystal, let's go out. Let's do this. Crystal, let's do that. Crystal, let's go out. Let's hang out. Let's have a drink. And then it turned into, Crystal, you want to stay home and watch the kids? Crystal, we'll pay you $50 if you watch all 13,000 of our children. Hey, Crystal, can you watch? We're going to go on date night. Can you watch kids? Hey, we're going to go take a trip to New Orleans. You want to watch the kids? I was no longer included. And I was just like, what? Now, given the severity of the situation that I was in at the time, I wasn't really worried about going out or, watching the kids. I was worried about getting on my feet because something extremely traumatic happened. All these traumatic incidences. So through something. It was traumatic, but it was based off of the bad relationship and homelessness. So my mind wasn't on going out or whatever. I just noticed the switch up. So I was just like, what happened? But I found out later that they didn't want me there just because I was good people. No, not there to help either. No, they wanted me to be a live-in babysitter. What? You crazy? Because I was very much pregnant at the time with my son, and I had my daughter. You know, my daughter, she was 3 at the time. So I was like, it's a no for me, dog. Like, no, what? Like, I'm not doing this. I have to get my life together. I gotta, you know, like, I had to get a new job at the time, and I was battered, and, you know, half of my face was swollen. You think I was worried about watching kids for date night? I was trying to get the hell out of there. So, I was like, oh, no, like, no, you know, no, sorry. They didn't like that, right? So I just knew that I had to leave, and I did just that. And when I left, you know, my daughter and I, we were moving, you know, from hotel to hotel or whatever at the time, and they didn't like that. They ain't like that at all. Because I didn't want to be their live-in babysitter. And this is something that is very normal with this particular family member and her spouse. Unfortunately, like they lure people in, and they make it seem as if everything's all good, and they try to bait you and to be their, you know, their nanny. And I didn't realize it because I was going through what I was going through, and we had the conversation prior to what I had been through to get in that situation, right? You following me? So after that, I started hearing these whisperings about me, and I was like, what? That's nuts. And these whisperings were, you know, your cousin doesn't, you know, mess with you because you slept on her couch. What? I don't get that. Like, what do you mean? She don't mess with me because I slept on her couch. First of all, let's get things very clear. I'm a very respectful person. That's the way I was raised. You know, I'm never the type to be disrespectful. So just to make this very sub story, she had gotten a new piece of furniture, which was the couch, right? And she told me that I could sleep on it until they got me an air mattress. Well, slept on it for one night. The night I got permission. And after that, I was sleeping on the air mattress, you know? Now, here's the thing. I like nice things. I like my furniture, like my sectional. It's a considerable amount of money. But if I have somebody who is pregnant and homeless and needs somewhere to sleep, I'm not gonna be mad at them for sleeping on the couch, especially if I don't have anywhere else for them to sleep. I don't have a guest room, if I don't have an extra bed, or if I don't want you in my bed, look, man, take the couch. No problem. You pregnant. That seems like the most logical thing to me. So that's also, I was just so confused because I was like, she don't mess with me because what? Like, my confusion is very real because I'm a very logical person, and that just wasn't logical to me. So I was like, oh, the real story is you mad because I don't want to watch your kids. Love you. Like, chama, no one's like, what? That's wild. Listen, I have another video about for my parents, my single parents. I got that coming, right? But here's the thing. I understand being a parent is hard, but if you can't afford it and you're not grinding to afford it, don't have them. So anyways, Yeah. So that, when I started I don't like to ever leave a bad taste in anybody's mouth about me, because I feel I'm a good person, and I don't like, what's the most PC way to say this? I don't like shitting where I sleep. So, and that's, theoretical, but I'm saying, like, I just don't like to keep a bad taste about me, because your reputation will treat someone first before you get in the room. And I don't like that, So when I was hearing that, I was just like, oh, child, what? Bye. That's stupid. And when I would have conversations with my other family members about it, everybody would be like, she's crazy, and why she's real life mad. I'm like, yeah, that's not my concern, because with my kids, listen, I'm not ever tooting my horn. I'm never gloating. But one thing I learned about my dad, man, you have as much as you want to have, as long as you take care of them. My dad didn't drop me and my kids, or he didn't drop me and my siblings off to any family members. I didn't go to my grandma's house, to stay while they were at work. Like, it was none of that. He made sure that we were straight, both of my parents. So that's my outtake on life, because if I want to go somewhere, I have to make sure that they're taken care of, right? So I'm not doing it, and I'm definitely not gonna be mad if somebody can't watch them. What? Bye. So if you want to know if you're dealing with toxic family members, I got just the tips for you, okay? 1, if they don't hesitate to fight you and throw hands, they toxic. No one, and I believe, like, as we all have flaws, right? But I'm never the one to be like, all right, I'm about to fight you, especially if you're my family. Like, no, that's a no for me. So if they do that, they toxic. 2, if they are messing with your ex or your current bae, they toxic. No one should be bringing your ex person to the family reunion and or holidays. You should not be reconnecting with an ex because they're your ex. And it damn sure shouldn't be in the capacity of, I'm with your cousin now. What? Bye. That's nasty. First of all. Second of all, no, that's absolutely disrespectful. And that means, that family member has some type of demon they dealing with if they can do something like that. What? Bye. 3, if they never have anything positive to say to you, say you going to a gathering, and every time you go, you working on your style, you working on your fashion, you working on your hair, you working on your looks, you making sure you tip top to the nines, and they have nothing positive to say to you, if it's always negative, it doesn't matter if they don't say anything. They can hate in silence, okay? You can hate in silence, but if they always have to, oh, you changed your hair, oh, you cut your hair, oh, you wearing this and you wearing that, they toxic. If they keep up with drama, even if it's not about you, and they bringing you the drama within y'all family, and they like super messy, say it with me. Thank you. They toxic. Because listen, like, no one, if they really love their family, no one's gonna keep up the mess. Like, let's try to find a way to fix it. We shouldn't be saying, Deshaun smoking that crack again. Oh, well, Bill on his 5th baby mama. Like, I feel like that messes up the foundation of what a family is supposed to be. When you have a family, you're supposed to be building together, loving one another, in my opinion. And when you have those negative entities in your life, it's pretty hard to build and do something positive for yourself. So all of these 4 things that I've listed, if you have that in your life, they toxic. Anyways, guys, so that's it for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know. Comment down below. Let me know, 1, if you made it all the way through. And 2, do you have toxic family members? What's the worst thing that's ever happened with a family member in your life? I would love to know, because I feel like the construct of families are starting to just break down, especially after the elders pass away. So let me know. And listen, if you have someone toxic in your life like that, family or not, it's time to cut it. Okay? Don't sit there and entertain it. Don't do it, because honestly, when people are like that, it's past the surface. It's on a spiritual level at that point. And all you can do, if you believe, is pray. That is it. That's all you can do. Because listen, if you're deeply rooted down that bad, ain't nothing you can do about it. Pray and move on with your life. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that. Anyways, guys, I'm Crystal. Honestly, you have a good one. Peace.